Welcome to the Smart Weight Loss Coaching Podcast. I'm Dr. Lisa Oldson, a board-certified weight loss medicine specialist and certified life coach. In this podcast, I'll share fresh insights and effective techniques for incorporating mindset, habit change, and proven science into your life. Are you ready to achieve sustainable weight loss, wellness, and longevity? Then let's jump in and lose weight the smart way. Welcome back. I have a confession. I know exactly how to strength train, and I know why it's important for my weight, my bones, my muscles, my health, and my longevity. I could walk into the gym, pick up a set of dumbbells, and create my own plan. I know my way around the machines at a health club. I've read the studies. I know the benefits. I might even be able to teach this stuff. And I have a comprehensive weight machine in my house right next to my treadmill. It's 30 steps from my bedroom to my weight machine. But you know what? I work out with a personal trainer. Not because I don't know what to do. I do know what to do. It's because I wasn't doing it, at least not consistently on my own. I knew what to do, but I wasn't doing it, right? And I know I'm not alone in that. So many women I talk to tell me the same thing. I know what I should eat. I know I should bring my lunch to work. I know I should exercise more. I know I should get to bed earlier. I know I should talk with someone about my stress. I know I should stop eating sweets at night, and so on and so on. And yet, knowing what to do isn't the same as always doing it. You can understand nutrition science backward and forward and still find yourself standing in front of the pantry with a handful of crackers wondering, why am I eating this right now? This is very relatable for me. You can know to your core that sleep and stress management are vital for weight management, which they are, but still scroll through your phone past midnight. Or you might neglect things that you know would mitigate your stress, like journaling, cultivating a gratitude practice, or getting out in nature. This doesn't make you lazy or unmotivated. It makes you human. Here's the truth. Most of us don't thrive in isolation. We do better when we have structure, encouragement, and accountability, especially when our schedules are full and our mental energy is stretched thin. That's why I like to think of asking for or even hiring someone to help me stay on task as more of a tool than a weakness. Most of us wouldn't try to fix our car's engine just because we can find info on YouTube about how engines work. You take it to a mechanic, right? I certainly would. You wouldn't build a house without a contractor. And sure, you could sell your house yourself for sale by owner. It's possible, but it's often smoother, faster, and less stressful with a realtor guiding you through the process. The same idea applies to your health and weight journey. You could do everything on your own, but sometimes the most effective choice is to bring in help. I'd argue that it's also a way to make the things we do for our weight and our health more engaging and sometimes even fun. It's compassionate to give ourselves a break every once in a while and not have to handle every task on our to-do list alone. We can't completely outsource the things that impact our weight and our health, but we can outsource some things and get help with others. I want you to think about something else that you outsource, something you hire someone to do for you, or someone you hire to help you do the things more effectively yourself. Try to find something that you're glad you got help with, and remember how good it feels when that person takes care of the thing you hired them to do. I'm thinking about the time I hired a tutor to help one of our kids with school. It wasn't that I couldn't handle the material or that I didn't understand what our child needed to do to complete the homework assignments. It's that our kid didn't respond as well to me as to the tutor. And also, it was a huge time saver to be able to cook dinner while my child was sitting at the kitchen table with the tutor. When I was trying to provide academic support, dinner wasn't getting made and evenings were stressful. We finally hired a tutor and it was a win for everyone. Our kid preferred working with the tutor and I was able to take that hour to make dinner and the evening was then more free for family time once we knew that homework was done and dinner was in the oven. It was such a great decision to outsource that, and I didn't have a guilty bone in my body about getting that kind of help for my kid. Sometimes I think it's easier to outsource things that indirectly help us because most women aren't used to asking for help for themselves. Outsourcing tutoring was good for my child academically, and there was a ripple effect of that decision. We ate more healthy meals because I had more time to cook. I was less stressed, which is good for my health, and you better believe that when the mom of the family is less stressed, everyone benefits. I wouldn't have hired that tutor for me, but I was willing to do it for my kid, and then I benefited also. What I'm trying to say is that the thing you outsource could be help with exercise or nutrition or health goals, but it doesn't have to be to have an impact on your weight. Outsourcing household tasks, financial tasks, yard or home or car related tasks, anything you do to free up some time might allow you to devote more time to your health. Before we talk a little bit about the research, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. Just kidding. It's still me, Dr. Lisa Oldson, physician and founder of Smart Weight Loss Coaching. If you're as focused on your health as you are on the scale, you're my person. In my online program, we'll help you establish healthy habits for weight loss, better health, and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about our affordable monthly membership, head over to smartweightlosscoaching.com. We would love to help you transform the way you approach weight loss so it takes up less brain space and frees up your time for other things you love to do. Join us to see how different a smart weight loss program can be. And we're back. There's research behind the value of asking for help with your health. Studies show that people are significantly more likely to reach and maintain their health goals when they have ongoing support. Whether that's from a doctor, a coach, a registered dietitian, a trainer, a program, or even a peer group. Support helps you stay consistent. It keeps your motivation alive during the inevitable ups and downs. It helps you troubleshoot obstacles in real time instead of spiraling into thoughts like, I blew it, or why even try? I never stick with it. Having support also removes some of the mental load. Because let's be honest, when you're juggling work, family, stress, and everything life throws at you, your willpower isn't always the issue. It's more bandwidth that we need to address. Sometimes you just need someone else to plan the workouts or to meet you for a walk so you'll do it. Sometimes another person can remind you of your intentions or simply ask, hey, how's your no snacking at night goal going? That's not weakness, that's wisdom. For me, my trainer, Taylor, is like my fitness babysitter. And I say that with total appreciation. He's there to make sure I show up, do the work, and keep improving. He also makes sure I'm doing weights safely. I don't have to think about which exercise comes next or whether I'm doing enough reps or sets. I don't even have to count. Not that he always remembers to either, but between the two of us, we can usually remember to count to 10 or 12. I just show up, follow his plan, and then I check the box that resistance training is done. And I'd also like to point out that I'm stronger for it, not just physically, but mentally too. Because I'm reminded that I don't have to do everything alone. I don't need to feel embarrassed that I chose to ask for help with exercise. I mean, I could consider it lame and beat myself up for not being motivated enough to do it on my own, but that would just make me feel bad about myself. And when I'm feeling bad about myself, you know what I'm not inspired to do? Lift heavy weights. When I feel bad about myself, I'm more inspired to eat chocolate, if I'm being honest. So instead, I choose to curate thoughts like these. I'm so lucky to have found Taylor because I never miss a workout unless I'm out of town. Here's another thought I curate. I'm so smart to have outsourced this because I've done more resistance training in the past 2 years than I did in the 10 years prior to working out with Taylor. This is a fact that I celebrate rather than using it as fodder to criticize myself. That same principle applies to you. You can ask for help or outsource the support you need. And you can choose to celebrate that investment because you are worth it. By the way, I know not everyone can afford a personal trainer. I'm lucky that I can, and believe me, I never forget it. But there are plenty of other ways to get support and help that are affordable. For example, maybe you have a friend who's really consistent with exercise, and she'd be happy to work out with you once a week. Once you make a date, you're going to follow through. So if you've been beating yourself up for not doing it perfectly or not following through on your own, please stop that. You're not failing. You're just realizing that success doesn't have to be a solo project. Outsource what you need. Hire help, join a program, ask for accountability, or connect with an expert. Whatever form it takes, give yourself permission to make your goals easier to reach. This is a huge part of what we do in my membership program, but I'm truly agnostic on which program you join. Just jump in with anything you think will help. You're still the one doing the work. You're just making success more achievable when you don't go it alone. And let's face it, knowing what to do is great, but having the right support to help you actually do it is what you deserve. Before you land on your NBA, your next best action for today, I'd like you to think back to the thing you identified earlier, the thing you currently outsource or get help with, something you're glad to outsource, and you don't beat yourself up for not going it alone. Just let yourself marinate in the peacefulness you feel about it, how it's not a problem, and you're glad you have that help. Now, please think about one area where you could use a little extra support, even though you might know what to do and be capable of doing it. Maybe you'd like support with meal planning, workouts, or stress management. Or maybe you'd like support with something like laundry or taking care of a child or an aging parent, so you have more bandwidth to do the meal planning or to take a walk. And now go ahead and create an NBA to take one step in the direction of getting that help. Make that phone call, register for that program, send the text to your friend, or search online for what you need. Because asking for help doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. It makes you a proactive, smart human. Thanks so much for listening. If you'd like more support during your smart weight loss journey, check out our group coaching program at smartweightlosscoaching.com. Until next time, stay well and stay smart.